Hello guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to remove the background of a photo. If you took a picture of an object and you wish to remove the background, I'm going to show you how to do that on your smartphone. If you have Android, go to the Play Store and download Background Remover. This is what it looks like in the Play Store, the woman and the flowers. Just go ahead and download that and install it. And I will put a link in the description, so all you have to do is go down to the description and I click on the link and it should bring you right to that app. Go ahead and open your app, and I apologize about the ads in here. It is a free software, so you are going to have some ads advertising. So go ahead and click start. Pick out the photo that you wish to remove the background of, and what this is going to do here is you're gonna just click and drag. Just kind of cut out the object that you wish to save, and just make it a complete circle around it. And go ahead and hit next up here at the top. It extracts the image, and here's these ads. Click no, and this is where the fun begins. So down here on the bottom right, you see the magic button. You hit that, and this threshold slider, I usually move it up pretty high to begin with. And what I do is I come over here and I click on the green, but you can see what it did to my face and to my arm here. It turned it kind of black. So okay, you know that something didn't quite go right. Well, it's because this is up a little bit too high. So what I do is I go up to the top and I click undo, and I keep adjusting this down, and I click on the green. Okay, we'll see, it looks a little better. So we need to go down a little bit farther. So you click undo and then slide this down a little bit and pick another spot on here. Okay, well that looks even better. There's still a little bit there on my arm. Okay, well I'm going to say that that's okay for right now. And I'm going to go ahead and click over here where there's still some green. And click on that, and it removed it pretty good. So that's what the magic button does. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to zoom, and you zoom in like you would on a regular photo on any smartphone with your fingers, your two fingers, and you slide them apart to zoom in. And I'm going to zoom in here to my arm down here, and what you want to do here is you want to go to the repair button. Click on repair, and what's neat about this is you see your dot up here. That's the size of the area it's going to cover whenever you click here, that it's going to start repairing that part of the photo. You can go up here to adjust this gear up at the top, hit adjust, and you can offset your dot here. And what that's going to do is I'm going to click down here, and the circle up top is where it's going to be repairing, so you can see what you're going to be repairing. Also, if you go back up to adjust, you can adjust the brush size. So this circle here, you can make it bigger or smaller depending on how much of an area and how fine you're wanting to get your photo, and how fine you want your photo to look. So you can go to a fairly small dot and come down and repair little sections here of the photo to make them look better. And that's what repair does, and that's what it's used for. So I'm going to go back to zoom. I'm going to move around, and I'm going to find another place that needs some work done to it. So I'm going to come over here. You see these little green dots here. I'm going to take the eraser down here, and I'm just going to erase those green dots. And again, this is the same thing. You can go up to adjust and adjust the size of the brush here, depending on what you're working on. If you're working on something real fine, you want to make it smaller, and you can really do some fine touch-ups. And what I'm going to do here is, you see along my shirt there's some lighter green that has to do with my background here. And this really depends on how far you want to go with it and how well you want your picture to look. And the more time you spend just erasing all the little edges that have green on it, the better your photo is going to look. And if you mess up, don't worry. If you mess up like that, you just go up to the top and hit undo. And then you can start again. And you can start erasing some of that green here. And if you go too far, like that, you can just hit, your undo. And so that makes it very nice, very easy, very simple to use. So the more green you can remove like that, the better your photo is going to look. Now keep in mind, whenever you put another background behind it, it's not going to be more than likely, well, I guess it could be a solid color. And in that case, you want to do a really good job at smoothing off your edges and to make it look good. But if you put another background behind it, like a photo, a lot of this stuff is just going to blend right in. Now, of course, up here at my hair, you're going to have to do some trimming here. So take your eraser and just come across like this. Now, what's nice about this is hair, so it can be a little bit wavy, a little bit bumpy. Nobody's going to notice. So you just want to remove some of that green, just to make it look more of natural, to look better in the background that you're going to be putting it in. And I'm just doing this in a hurry. I'm not trying to do a perfect job. Oops, like you can see there. Just undo and go back to zoom, and I'm going to move over a little bit. And just go back through and just kind of touch up along the edges and just to remove some of that green. And I'm not going to do everything on this photo. This is just a demonstration purpose. Anyways, so whenever you did all that and the photo is looking to where decent enough, where you like it, go ahead and click done. So now that you click done, you have these settings down here, the FX and the BG stand for background. But let's go into the FX settings here. And these are different settings that you can do in your photo, like the smoothness here. Let's just ramp this all the way up, and you can see what it does. It kind of looks like it blurred the photo a little bit, which it's not really taking out any of the green along the top here. So I really don't know if that's going to be much use. And just different settings like any photo editor would have. I'm going to see what this one does. Okay, so this one, if you just want like a very interesting. If you just want like a transparency to your photo, I'm assuming that is what that's for. I'm going to turn it all the way up because I want that. So now go ahead and you can go ahead and select a background. Either you can select the background that they have, or click these 4 squares here to select your own photo. I'm going to go into my screenshots and select this as my background. And what you can do here is, now that you have a background, you can zoom in or zoom out like you would with any photo on a smartphone to size it to the size you want, twist it, or whatever you want to do with that photo. Obviously, I have a line down here because my body took up the whole photo here. So really, to make this photo look good, you'd want to put it down in a corner, something similar to that, or even down a little bit further, just to make everything blend in. And you see that looks pretty good. I think I'm going to choose a different background. I'm going to go in and see if I can find a better looking background here. This one right here. I think I'm going to try that one. Alright, I'm going to put myself down in this corner. I'm going to make myself a little bit bigger to make it a little more realistic, like as if I was actually there taking this photo. And as you can see, that doesn't look too bad. Obviously, you can see up at the top here the green that I failed to cut out. But look over here, where I took and cut out the green at the top of the hair. it doesn't look that bad. It looks fairly good. Anyways, this is just a quick demonstration. I'm not spending a lot of time editing this photo. The more time you spend on it, obviously, the better you can get it. And something that really helps is your background. If you can get your background lighting even and without shadows and things of that nature, it's going to cut out even better and make a more smooth cut on your image. So anyways, you go ahead and click done. And just up here at the top, hit your save button. And it should have gone ahead and saved it. I thought it would pop up saying it was saved. But anyways, you can go back and check in your photos and make sure it's there. Let's see here. Let's see, pictures. Yeah, so right here, see, there we have the photo. As you can see here, this is the part I cut out with by erasing, and this is the part that it did automatically. And you can see the difference there. See, up here, it looks good, but on the right, it doesn't. So the more time you spend, the better it's going to look. Anyways, that is one way that you can remove your background. Now, something I'd like to demonstrate, perhaps later on, is there's another app that you can have. It's where you can go in, and that photo you just cut out, you can go ahead and switch it to other backgrounds. And you might even be able to do it with this app. Actually, let's see if we can go back here. Say if you didn't like this background, let's see if we can add a different background here. See what I can find. And these are the ones that I was messing with, but I'll take this one here. Okay, so you can actually go back and choose a different background if you want to. And I zoom in, make myself smaller here. I'm just going to do something goofy here. I'm going to turn myself completely sideways and stick myself over here in this corner. Sideways. And I'm sure you could probably save this photo and post it again somewhere over here or wherever you want. You can really mess around with different stuff once you get to this point. Anyways, for those of you who always wanted to learn how to do this, now you can. And the neat thing about that app is you don't have to have a solid background if you want to spend more time cutting things out. You can always go pick a photo that doesn't have a solid background and just use the cutting setting and cut out the object you'd like to remove the background of, and just go around all the edges and erase the background, and there you go. You'd have something that was cut out. Anyways, hopefully this helps you out. Thank you for watching. Sorry I made it go on for a little bit here, but I really hope it helps you out. Y'all have a good one.